Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, July 26th. Great to be back. Had a great week last week. Got all kinds of stuff. Super productive. But now I have to come back to work so I can get a vacation. Ah, I know. It just feels that way. Got a lot going on here. Super excited. Getting a foster back today. Super excited about that. And we'll be planning a little bit of a birthday party for this evening. So all good here. I hope that you all are having a blessed and most wonderful day and had a great weekend. Let's take a look here at those futures. When I looked last night, we were actually down about 180, 190 points. So we have definitely come well off of that here this morning. We're only down about 85, really working on making our way back up. You can see here we hit that low around 4 o'clock this morning, and it's been kind of quietly climbing as the morning has gone on. I'd like to take a, so this is our SPY futures. Take a look here. Bitcoin, look at Bitcoin. We're going to talk about Bitcoin here this morning and a few stocks that I would consider day trading, but not swing trading yet, because we need to see continuation and follow through in Bitcoin and stay over that 200. Really like it over that 200. And a couple that would go with that are Mara, M-A-R-A, is a good one here. Now this morning it's actually sitting up at 28.82, which will bring us up above the 20. So for right now, I think these would be a great day trader, or take on a little bit smaller of a size, something you could add to if it has follow through tomorrow. But looking at MARA, the excuse me, the September 1730 strike are the ones I would be looking at there. MARA, again, either go a little bit smaller or just day trade it for right now. You can look at Riot. Riot 2 is over the 20. It is trading this morning at 32.73. So again, just some Bitcoin plays here. And this one, as I just said, will be up above the 20, 32.73, and also above this trend line. I'm going to go ahead and take that one out, actually. Let's get both of those out. Clean up this chart a little bit. We'll be right here up above this fib line as well. And I would be looking at the 35s there, the set 917, September 17, 35s there in Riot. You can look at GBTC. No, this would just be for equity. They don't have options, but this one is a great one to go in with equity, and I really like that it's above the 50. You can see a nice play here between the 50 and the 200. Again, either go in with a little bit less size, something that you can add to, or just day trade it here. GBTC, it's sitting at 31.43. So all those, some pretty decent Bitcoin plays this morning, and I would take a look at all of those. All right, let's hop on over to our regular charts here. Let's take a ride on Peloton. Check this out. Friday we closed over the 200, and we're sitting right here in the top of this chart. It's okay, we just have Lexi back there. We're sitting really close to the top of this candle. We're at 121.56 here this morning, and keeping an eye on this one, I like the 917, 125. Now with this, this is the line that we drew in last week. I would look for a play up to that line, maybe just a day trade, and only hold a portion of it if it closed over that line. But keep an eye on these levels. This will be the next resistance level, and you can see getting through that that 127 has been really difficult for us. Once we get up in there, that's going to set up for a beautiful swing trade. Lots of open space there with little resistance. So Peloton, I really like that. Let's take a look at Snap. Snap had earnings, big gap and push up here. So we're looking for follow through off of those earnings. We are sitting just inside the top of this candle, not the wick, but the actual candle here. So what we would look for is a little bit of a rest and then a push on again. Because of this, we had all of these big candle moves up and then the gap up. Be a little bit more cautious on size, holding for a swing trade, but again, setting up for a beautiful day trade, or just take it for a little bit less size. The 917.80 is what I would like to see, or 917.80 is what I would play there in Snap. Roku, earnings coming up. Look at this monster candle. Again, because we've had all of this march up. In fact, if you see this in any of the charts, these just big march up and then a big move, consider it a day trade until it proves otherwise, or just take less size. I'm going to say that over and over. I like the Roku 480s and 917 480s. We do have earnings coming up. You can certainly play a shorter expiration date there, but those 480s look really good. And looking for a push through the close or the high there from Friday. One that was played several times last week by you guys in the room, Etsy. Excuse me. Like the look in Etsy here, super short-term trend line, especially if we can clear up above this trend line. We're going to clear out a lot of this volume resistance. Again, earnings coming up. Big march up, so setting up for a really nice day trade here. The 917 210 here in Etsy. Anything above the close, it's sitting at 209.50, so it's sitting right in this candle wick. So maybe through the high. ORBs are a great way to go. Play the opening range break, choose your time frame, and go with it. Twitter, kind of a funky candle here on last Friday, and it's sitting down inside of this. Now I like this to push up through the close of the open from Friday. That's going to bring us up nicely above this volume resistance line. Push through there. There's actually some pretty decent space. Earnings are out of the way, so that one's actually setting up for a swing trade. I would keep an eye on the September 17th 75s on that. Chewy, looking pretty good. We had this trend line drawn in last week, looking for a move above that and a play up to that next trend line. We built in just a little extra volume, nothing too exciting, kind of quiet, but again, marching up day after day after day. So setting up again for either a day trade or a swing trade with some smaller size. Again, we want to see that we get follow through. The market, it really does need a nice little rest here. We have big earnings. We start out with Tesla today, and then it is going to be full steam ahead through the rest of this week and next week with those big earnings. So I think that little bit of a break here today is really well warranted in setting us up for some beautiful trades as we get through the rest of earnings. All right, so Chewy here, keep an eye on the 90s, the 917 90s. Then this morning, Edie mentioned Dash. And I agree, there are really no good options. We've looked at this chart before, and that's where all these trend lines came in. You see these price levels here. We closed really nicely above that on Friday and looking for continuation, but the only ones that even look enticing to me are the 1119 190s, but they're incredibly expensive. So I think I might actually stick to equity on Dash because I'd be afraid of the illiquidity on that. And also I think the bid and ask is going to be really, really wide. The wider the bid and ask, the less liquid they are, and typically the harder to get in and out at the price you want. So you can't just do something like a market order because most likely you're not going to get filled where you like it. So just keep that in mind as you get in and out of any of these trades here. And lastly, I just want to touch on Square. Look at this, Square. Beautiful move. Like this trend line that we're stretching for here. We're actually sitting at 267.92, so now it's a move above that trend line. Keep an eye on those payment sites. We have Square. PayPal really taking a run up this morning. So again, I think these are beautiful day trades, potentially off of an opening range break. We have earnings in just a couple days here on PayPal. So keep an eye on all of those on Square and PayPal. Now don't forget they're moving as well with the Bitcoin move this morning. So if Bitcoin starts to pull back, you're probably going to see a bit of a pullback in these as well. Bitcoin has not been particularly strong at holding its moves consistently, and we know that it can really bite you. So just keep an eye on Bitcoin as we're up over that 200 here this morning. We want to see the follow on and continuation there. All right, that is it for me this morning. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll be around all day. If you have any questions, please reach out, heatherc@givingtreetrading.com. You can send me a private message in the community or post a question below this video. Please like this video, send it, share it with others, share it across your social media, and we hope that you come and trade with us soon. Have a great day.